Okie dokie. So I wanted to post this long video, and it seems like the best place to post something like that is on a live. So I've posted something about a podcast that was aired a few days ago, and I've got a lot of people, responding and supporting and trying to understand what's going on and trying to be like, why did you respond like that? What's bothering you? And then the host of that podcast reached out to maybe let's discuss that on a live. Maybe let's talk about that in public. But the truth is that I don't want to. But I do want to explain myself and, let the world know, let our community know, let my people know, what I stand for and what so many people that I've been in touch with actually stand for. To take a person that's visibly struggling with his mental health, that has a family, that has a wife, that has been through a hell of a life. And everybody that's from the place where I grew up knows this person. Everybody knows him. Everybody knows what he's been through. It's just pure, simple riches. And how do I know that that was the goal of such a podcast? Well, if the preview to the podcast is pushing the guy to his limits that he loses it to get clickbait, now that's pure riches right there. And whether or not it's cute or funny or hilarious, we are all grown-ups, some of us. And to have a laugh on somebody else's insanity. Now, when that's done, you capture somebody, you caught somebody by the side of the road, that's one thing. But sitting down and actually sponsoring and putting in an effort to shame another human is disgusting on every possible way. The last time I did that and felt good, I was maybe 5 years old. And then I started feeling another human's emotion, and it just stopped feeling so freaking good. Now, there is other podcasts out there. There is a Podsitivity podcast. And whether or not every podcast from that podcast is high quality information, no, it's not. But it's positive. It talks about positivity. It talks about people's experiences. It doesn't take a community that just 80 years ago was slaughtered and sent to death camps and is struggling with mental health, with Holocaust trauma, and is struggling to keep a tradition, to keep a religion, to keep its authenticity, and has issues like every other community, like some of my non-Jewish friends and some of my non-Hasidic friends. They're all been through their own fair share of trauma. We're all struggling, but this particular community is struggling with a lot of mental health and is struggling with a lot of religious trauma. To get a podcast that focuses solely on the purpose to beat something like this down because of your own pain and because of your own anger is disgusting. And whether or not you enjoy it for 15 minutes, it will end up biting you in the ass. We're all amazing people here. This community is focused on so much goodness, on so much beauty, on so much, helping out each other. Do we always get it right? Is our education the best? No, but who is? Is our marriage rate the highest or the second highest? Who cares? Have we figured out everything? Have we found a solution to everything? No, we've not. But sitting and shit talking and beating down and finding the issues on the most negative way possible, we are all better than something like that. We are all holier than that. We are all more special, and we are all more grown up than something like that. And I don't know why I chose to do this live and why I chose to speak in front of the whole world about it. It's because it pains me. It pains me that nobody else is speaking out, but so many. I've got hundreds of messages, hundreds of people, reaching out and discussing this with me in private, and it's just beyond disgusting. Clickbait. Try to be creative for clickbait. Try to bring somebody positive. Try to talk about something that actually has quality. Try to do something that feels good or leaves people feeling good, that doesn't leave people feeling like, oh, this Meshuggah, we had such a good time laughing about him. It's disgusting. And every sane, normal human should call it out. So I am proud. I am so happy, to find the positivity in a broken nation. in a community that struggles with so much, but despite every possible outcome, keeps growing and keeps healing and keeps being so proud of itself. That's what I stand for. That's what I'm proud of, and that's what I want to talk about more. I love you all so much.